Hello survivors, and welcome to another video. Gosh, a little bit of a ball raise over there, but today we have a really fun Beastmaster build that is based off of summons only. So we are running a Weapon Expert, Endless Refill, and Unexpected Arsenal, Improved Repertory, Divine Legacy, Focus Fire, and Extra Help. The skills we're going to be running today are very simple. We're going to be running Cobra Totem, Wild Strike, Swamp Boar, Cave Bear, Spider Queen, Spider Cocoon, and Battle Moose. We will grab War Tiger if we need to, or even Surprise Gift while we wait for other skills if we can't get them. But that is the skills we're going to be using. We are using a plus 15 Nature's Fury, which gives us a lot of cast frequency, multicast, and damage. And let's just get straight into the build and see how it performs. Now, Wild Strike is a weird one. What I do want to just double check over here is, as you can see, we're on 585 damage with 0 units spawned so far. So I want to see if the damage goes up as these units spawn, and if it does, then we know, okay, the damage is showing. So no, it isn't actually going up based on the number of spawned units. So that is extra damage based on a damage calculator and not the damage that you see on the actual skill, which is really cool. So I've tried this build previously and I was oohing and eyeing at how this works, because this damage number keeps changing even though we don't have prowess. So I was like, how on earth is this number changing all of the time when we don't even have prowess? How is it getting more damage or less damage? We'll grab the tigers for now. How is the damage number changing of the skill when we don't have anything going for us? So it's very weird. And then I just realized now while I'm saying that, that we actually use Cave Bear. And that buffs our summoned ourselves and our summoned units damage. I'm such a numpty. I just realized it now as I'm like, how did this happen? Oh my goodness. Okay, we don't want to use poison too much and things like that. We've got innate natural poison. We are going to be using Cobra Totem as well. I don't think we need poison on hit. We do want this to be more about Wild Strikes, just physical damage. And then because we have Divine Legacy, there is going to be a chance where we're going to get magical damage increase. If we get the magical damage, we will actually banish it, even though it is a legendary. We don't need magical damage. And then this is why we actually, so the bears have a passive where they increase our damage, and then that damage increase was increasing our damage number over here. And I didn't even think about it. I was like, my brain didn't even consider that to be a thing for us, and it turns out it is. So over here we've got everything we're looking for except for the one skill. So we've got the War Tiger instead of the Cobra Totem. Cobra Totem is a much stronger skill. There we go. So even without using a lot of rerolls, we used a couple to find the skills, but we were able to get our entire hand done and dusted very quickly with this build without trying really hard. So I don't know, maybe Unexpected Arsenal makes it so you see the skills that you want a lot easier, but I don't believe it works that way. I've never used it that way at least, but being able to use all of our starting weapon skills on a character is really cool. And even though I've done something like this before, a lot of the skills did actually change to somewhat way, because now you can see that Swamp Boar deals fragility and also has the swing tag, which I never had before. And then just things like that make it a lot better now to play with. So just so we can go over this quickly, we've got Nature Swing, Nature Slam, we've got Static, as well as Lasting, and Bomb. Sorry, we got Bomb, Static, we got Slam. So we got 2 Swing, 2 Slam, 2 Bomb, and then this is Static and Summon as well. I mean, they're all Summon, but then we've also got Nature. So we've got 5 Nature, a couple of Swing, a couple of Bomb, and so on and so forth. And it really does make a big difference. And something we do want to focus on when we're looking at, damage and all of that, is those crushing blow modifiers that we just got. Crushing strikes are very good for the build because it gives us a lot of damage on Wild Strike as a modifier, and then also all of the upgrades for a wild strike is going to make it do a whack ton of damage. So we're looking for the area of effect, we're looking for the cast frequency, multicast is going to be great on it, and then just damage is the best thing for it, because that's going to increase its flat damage amount, and then we get 20% per summoned unit, which actually boils down to quite a lot of damage. And then as you can see, we are going for a little bit of defenses over here. Also getting a bit of crit. It would be nice to get some crit, although getting those unique passives, I say unique, they're not unique, but getting those passives that give you like nature to, or in this case bomb to all the other skills, or like the crushing strike that we saw there, when we get the critical chance for those ones, it will obviously pick up the damage for the skill and make it deal a lot more. And then over here we've got rotting, which is actually really good. I guess because we got rotting, we can grab a couple of venomous, it wouldn't hurt, but we really don't need it. We've got a lot of poison coming from a single skill, which is our Cobra Totem, and that's going to be more than enough because of the way that poison works now, being like a rot, where it spreads between all enemies. We don't I mean, look at that poison amount on the enemies already, it's just disgusting. And I don't even know what skill was doing that. It must have been Cobra Totem, because I don't see any other skill hitting that hard or fast to deal that. Also Cobra Totem, I really don't remember them creating this like AoE ball on the enemies like you can see around us. Just very visually pleasing, I guess. I really like green, so I'm very biased over there, but I really like that. So damage increase to slam, that's fine. We can use our ascension for this as well to get like a really good damage out there, to increase it by, you know, an extra 60% damage, because it does summon 3 dinosaurs, which do count as summons. But his ascension is a lot of effort, and it's just a lot more effort than what I want to put in. But if you are looking for the extra damage, I would advise playing with the ascension up and running, and that of course is going to help you get exactly what you're looking for in terms of all of the damage and things like that. So that's 3 extra summons. It's like an 8th skill slot. Works really well on the Necromancer as well, because you can have up to 8 extra summons with their ascension. And then I wonder if the Legionnaires upgrades would work. Alright, so over here we want the Moose. I do just want to reroll once or twice. Try it, there we go. So at least we get, that's like 80% increased damage over there. And then we get the damage upgrade and the infused gunpowder for even more damage upgrade, because we got 2 bomb units. So it's a 40% increase in damage over there just from that. So that was a massive damage spark that we just got there. We got we got 80% from the actual damage based on how many summons we've got. We got damage from gunpowder, we got damage, it's just beautiful when things like that happen and you're able to get it all going the way that you want it to. So that was a very good RNG upgrade, you know, a couple of passives over there. We did have to re-roll a bit, so I guess RNG is not as good as we thought it would have been, but that was just beautiful. Love to see it. Grab a bit of poison, grab the Merciless, block chance. There's no real reason for me to be going for block and armor, because we're not taking this further than cycle 0, and the reason we're not is because we're not actually upgrading our character. I mean, we kind of have been grabbing block and armor, but you would need so much block and armor on your character. I mean, we're only on 184 and 162, and we would need a lot more of that to get them. And we might even need to take something like War Tank instead of grabbing extra help if you wanted to go a little bit further into it. But without the defenses, it really will feel bad and we will die really quickly. Although we do have Taunt on the Cave Bear as well as on the Battle Moose, there's still going to be a lot happening that's going to whack us. That could make it really bad for us. But I mean, it's a possibility. So maybe having the fact that we have the Taunt can be really strong for us. I mean, you can see over here, Taunt is really doing a good job for us already. We got a couple of dead bosses. We also in, you know, that stupid Chaos Bringers Chaos Bomb, but I digress. A 5-minute, a 42-second build, very, very strong, very fun to play as well. Who doesn't love summons? We did do the Silly Saturday with the Necromancer, but here we are with the proper build on the Beastmaster. Wild Strike nearly doing double the damage of everything else. Battle Moose dealing a lot of damage over there, so don't sleep on it. Tanks are very, very strong. Cobra Totem not getting the chance to pop off, but I really do feel like if we get a certain skill or if we keep going, a Cobra Totem's damage will obviously increase compared to everything else, just because of how strong they are just in general. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.